start. So we're going to start first with just a prayer for the nation and for our finalists by our Pastor George Ian Shared, who will just give a 1 minute, prayer for us, for the nation and for this program. Thank you, Pastor Ian. Oh, George Ian for today.
Okay. Join me as we pray. Father, we thank you for the beautiful nation that you've called us to be part of. I thank you for each one of us, where we come from, our respective families, the various heritage lines and histories that each of us represent. I thank you for the story that each one of us has, and how you are weaving our lives together to form a beautiful picture. And even in the midst of all the so-called or the negative news that we see around us at this time, I thank you, Father, that you're a God of hope, and our hope is in you. And we know, Father God, that the plans that you have for this nation are plans are good ones, Lord God. That in you, Father, there is hope, there is future, there is joy. In spite of the circumstances, in spite of the very real and very demanding issues that we need to resolve. And so today, on this Heritage Day, Father, I thank you to remind us that each one of us is special, unique, created in your image. Male, female, young, old, whatever heritage we come from, we are created in your image. Each one of us carries your unique destiny and DNA in a sense, Lord God. And I thank you, Father God, that together you've called us to create this beautiful picture. And so, Father, as we go through the program today, I thank you that we can take time to celebrate each other, to celebrate each other's history, to celebrate each other's culture, to celebrate each other's heritage, and to see your goodness and grace in all of this, Lord. So I pray for a special time today, Lord God, especially for all those who've taken the time to participate and to enter, Lord God. I ask this in the name of your Son, Jesus, Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Pastor Ian and George, for us today. And it's a beautiful day. We're going to start with our national anthem for South Africa, which we can join in. But please keep yourself muted so that we're not just hearing different voices. I'm going to keep myself muted as well. But do sing as well behind the scene. So technical, let me leave it. Okay. United we stand indeed. United, united we stand, and united we show the standing. Apologies for the technical there. No matter how much you practice, sometimes these things happen. So yes, you know, I believe the national anthem should be played, you know, regularly, you know, just to remind, you know, us in South Africa how beautiful and how, yeah, the country is so wonderful. I think it's the only country where the national anthem is sang in different languages around the world. I'm not too sure, but I think so. So yeah, I was sharing my own story about what my heritage is. You know, kind of like belong to different heritage and my tradition, my custom. I'm wearing a South Nigerian outfit and I've got my Zulu hat here and I've got, you know, so for me, heritage is important. It's about my culture, it's about tradition, it's about what I learned, you know, as well from people and how people, you know, that kind of, you know, impacted in me. So if I start, you know, with our Judge Ian, I'll just share a little bit about who Judge Ian is so that we all know. I'm just going to read what he tells us if he is. So don't worry if I say I am Ian, it's not me. I am Ian Church. I'm 53 years old, born and raised in the Eastern Cape. Have fond memories of my early years growing up on the farm close to the Key River. Later, my family moved to Grafrenet, where I completed my schooling before venturing north to the north in the mining industry. My life changed completely in 1987 when God revealed himself to me and I became a committed Christian. I then came to Cape Town to study at UCT and never left. I am married to Tina and we have a daughter who is a student at Stellenbosch University. We live in Pinelands and share a home with an assortment of pets. I love that bit. I serve as a pastor on the pastoral leadership team of Every Nation Baxter and enjoy woodwork as a hobby, recently learning the art of woodworking. I didn't know that about the pastor here. So I'm going to be going from pastor to judge. Don't mind me. Huh? Is that okay? So tell you, what does heritage mean to you personally?
You're asking me, Kemi?
Yes, please, Judge
Yes.
Ian.
Yeah, heritage is always, I've personally always struggle with this because I find you know, in Baxter, in this congregation with such beautiful, vibrant expressions of heritage. And I sort of want to put on my farmer's floppy hat. How do I compete with that? But yeah, heritage is where we come from. The generations that have gone before us, and the values that we carry, and the just the lens that we see life through. I can't change where I came from. I can't change my family in that, but but it definitely informs a lot of who I am.
Yes.
It's not absolute. But together our various heritages make up a beautiful picture. And so I'm really grateful to be able to look back and see where I've come from, the families that the generations have gone before me. Some of it's been great, some of it hasn't been that great. But it's
So
really
where does your
awesome.
generation come? Where can you trace your generation? I'm just
So
curious now.
So the actual name Sheard, the surname Sheard,
Yes.
the first Sheards came to South Africa in about 1840. So there
Okay.
was the 1820 settlers, and this, you know, our family have their unique things that are special. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
was told that our family came out in 1840, which is different from the 1820 settlers because of 1840 you had to pay your own way. Somehow that's a big
Oh,
thing. Okay.
okay. And where did they come from?
And
From where exactly?
so originally if they go back and they trace back in England, and there are people in our family line who've gone and traced the whole, you know, got the whole family tree going right back to, I don't know, early, yeah, sort of, I don't know how far back they go, but in England. And so I think it's more sort of, I've got English, Welsh,
Wow.
all
Okay.
sorts of lines up there.
Mm, mm.
My mom's family were Scottish.
Okay.
Um, so my dad's line, so my surname came from there.
Mm.
And they came out in 1840 and they settled in the Eastern Cape, near just outside East London, and then went up to Cathcart, and then my dad's grandfather bought a farm outside Graaff-Reinet in New Bethesda, and my dad was born on that farm.
Okay.
So, and that farm still in, my cousin has that farm today outside Graaff-Reinet. And then my mom's family were originally, she was actually born and raised in what's now Zimbabwe.
Okay, there you go. Another African country.
Her mom came from, actually from Glasgow in Scotland, left after, I think it was First World War, was only surviving family out of 1 of 11 or something, so they survived that war. Anyway, and so she was raised there, and then came to study nursing in South Africa, never went back. But yeah, so that's my family.
Yeah, that's an interesting, one, and coming all the way Scotland, the Zimbabwean influence, and so on. Let me now go to another person who has an outside South African influence, which is George Claudine Chine. She is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. She's 42 years old and has lived in South Africa since 2002. She's been married for 14 years to a Nigerian and a mother of 4 children, 3 boys and a girl. She's a qualified early child development specialist. She owned and ran a creche, which though is now closed due to COVID, and she loves to spend time in the kitchen, playing with children, on the social media, listen to gospel music, work in nature, and more. So, George Claudine, for you, what stands out for you in your culture? If you unmute yourself. Unmute, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for me, what stands for me is God is something very important to take in when we grow up. So it's like when you grow up, you must take what your parents give to you. You must always value what where you're coming from. And then we come from Congo, and I come here in South Africa. I meet my husband from Nigeria, and then I need to value what he's doing from their country, from Nigeria and from Congo. So we need to respect their culture. They eat like egusi, so I need to learn to eat egusi with them. In my culture, we eat like a pondu. You need also to learn, so to respect our culture. That is what is very important for me. Yeah.
Wow.
I cannot. Yeah. Thank you.
No, that's interesting. So a Congolese who speaks French, married to a Nigerian, living in South Africa, and your children now, they are born in South Africa. So that's a mix of different culture. So let's move now to George Cindy Peterson, who is 36 years old, married for about 7 years, and is a registered counselor at a private college. Outside of work, she loves to listen to music, she loves to sing, she loves to spend time with her family and friends, as well as a side hustle. I like that bit. One has to hustle nowadays. And an interesting fact about her, which I didn't know as well, that she did ballet for 7 years. Wow. So, George Cindy, welcome to the finals of our Heritage Day Challenge. So my question, my question to you is, for you, how important is your heritage? How important, is your heritage?
Yeah, I think heritage gives a sense of unity, a sense of belonging, and it gives you an essence of where you come from and your values. So it's so important to me. In saying that, listening to Pastor Ian, knowing so well where his family comes, I was like, I got so much catch up to with the family. But it's definitely important, I think, as a family, just in terms of our immediate family, our parents and grandparents, certain traditions and the way we live our lives is definitely really come through the generations, which has been amazing. So definitely an important part. And so now that I'm a mom, I get to pass on our family traditions and things that we do, just in terms of respect and values and things. I get to pass on to him, which I think is important, because society is ever changing and the world is ever changing, but we got to keep our values and our principles, and that comes through us as parents. I'm imparting that to our kids.
That's right. And would you say for you, Judge Cindy, that you have a similar international, can you trace your generation anywhere in the world? Come on, share with us. I didn't know that Judge Ian has Scottish heritage. I live in Scotland. I'm still Scottish, by the way, actually. So
amazing.
So can we trace your own heritage to anywhere exotic as well?
So we actually very blended our family.
Okay.
We are still trying to figure out our lines. I need to speak to Judge Ian just to find out how we can trace some of this, because we've been trying. But so my maiden surname is Forward, as in moving forward. And back in the day, surnames used to come from occupations. And so the Forward surname comes from pig herders, the ones who herded pigs. And it takes us back pre-7th century. But there's very few Forwards in South Africa today. We mostly find them in New Zealand, Australia, and the USA, but there is European, but very mixed.
Wow.
Generation. And then from my mom's side, their surname is Irish and Matthys, and they come from the Northern Cape side.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, there you go.
You got to do a lot of research.
Yeah, I need to do some tracing as well, because we're finding out, even some of those Hollywood actors and actresses tracing themselves back to Africa, and so on. Well, let me now have, I'm sure he's the youngest here amongst us, and the second male here, our George Prince Nsweni. I hope I pronounced that properly. If I didn't, don't worry, just give me a pat on the back.
That's about right.
So, Prince Temba, you're welcome. He's 27 years old and married for about 2 years to his sweetheart. He works as an analyst, and which is within a project management space. Outside of work, he loves listening to music, singing, and crunching numbers. I love that part. And an interesting fact about him, he identifies with Ndebele. However, is half Ndebele and half Zulu, whereas his mom is half Swati and half Pedi. So, come on, my dear brother, what would you consider yourself to be then? Which tribe? Yeah.
So look, I think I acknowledge all of it. Makes up who I am, right? So
yes.
Paternally, I'm Ndebele, so I identify as Ndebele, but I primarily speak Zulu because I met my family later in my life. So I primarily speak Zulu. But I definitely identify with all of them because it makes me who I am.
So as a young person though, I'm going to direct this to you. I believe we're losing some of our heritage and culture, where some things are, where the music, although it's changing in some countries, like in Nigeria, we used to be all about hip hop, the hip hop from America and so on. But now I'm finding out that the Nigerian youth are embracing the local, Nigerian music, the traditional music. And then in some cultures, some countries in Africa don't even have a cultural dress, or outfit. Where I wear a Zulu outfit and I'm looked at as if, why is she wearing or he wearing that? So what would you see? How can we bring back, some of this traditions and culture which makes us who we are, which, yes, there's some of it that maybe are not right anymore, not applicable or should be forgotten, but that's the good part of it that I believe still need to be celebrated. So for a young person, what would you say?
I think, as you say, I think with the music, right? I think an example would literally be maybe trying to do music in whatever genre that it is. Maybe trying to do it in our own language, right? Be it whether it's R&B, hip hop, but like trying to do it in our own languages. And I think we need to build a culture within us as young people I think we've adapted a lot of the Western culture, right? We have kind of lost where we come from in our own culture. So
yeah,
it's like trying to build a space where we are able to share amongst ourselves where we come from, what makes up who you are. That could look like in music, that could look like maybe an artistic space, that just having forums where we could like speak about these issues. But also I think it takes initiatives from us as young people, because I think the influence, as I said, is like very Western kind of culture influence, but it takes us to actually go back to our elders and actually and try to find out where we come from. I think and it takes a bit of sitting down with them and like tracing back to where we come from, and actually knowing this is who I am, this is where my people come from, this is the food that we eat, this is the attire, our values, and having that forum within our friends and our people that we're close with, and sharing that information, and then passing that on to our children as well eventually, So I think it takes a bit of initiative to actually preserve. So
no, thank you. I agree with you completely, 100%. So what we're going to do now, we've heard a little bit about the views from our judges and what culture and heritage means to them. I know we've got some of our finalists in the house. Welcome. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to introduce our 10 finalists so that we just see, what outfits, they're showcasing, and we will have conversation as well with one or two of them as well. It has been an interesting one, and it's been a fun one as well, and an educative one. So what we did was we asked our finalists, to submit 2 pictures of themselves, and they submitted their picture sharing what culture that is. And the good thing for me is you don't need to even share your own culture. You could decide to adopt a different culture altogether, which some of them did. So let's meet our first finalist. Technical, if you could share our first finalist. Right, so that's the first finalist here. Zandile, she just looks beautiful, in her outfit. I don't know if any of our judge wants to say anything. I'm going to need you to comment on the 10. I just need one person each. Anything you want to comment. I know you've submitted all your scores. And the good thing is you don't even know who has won. I'm the only one who knows who has won here, So if I could ask Judge Timber, if you could just comment, about what she's wearing and, for you, what stood out for you in her outfit. Unmute. Thank you.
I think it's very creative. I think what really stood out for me, I mean, it's Xhosa tradition, but it's really, especially the picture on is at my left, actually, the
yes.
white. It was really creative, even in the posture and like just the way she's sitting and everything. So it's very creative. I think that's one thing that stood out for me.
Okay. Thank you. So now let's meet our finalist 2, Anastacia. She's wearing a casual wear outfit. We'll soon see a picture now. So that's Anastacia. For me, I like the fact that she's very casual, trendy, the sunglasses. So Judge Cindy, do you want to add anything?
She looks comfortable, she looks confident, carrying herself at ease, but she's also showing us on the right-hand side, I know how to just wrap it all up and make sure I'm ready to go out to have some fun. So I just love the personality that comes through the pictures.
Awesome, thank you. Finalist number 3, who is Thoniswa. She is wearing a Xhosa outfit, and she's got, in fact, the same color. We've got the same Zulu kind of hat on here. So Claudine, do you want to say anything about this contestant, finalist?
Didn't put okay. Yes, I like the way she is. She's confident, and she's very she's presentable. It's very, she's standing out.
Yes.
She's standing out very well. And then she's happy of who she is. So I really like the way she wears. So it's very beautiful.
Yeah, and I like the fact she has a shoe and bag. It's like, oh, I'm going to church, going to a party or somewhere there.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay. Let's go to finalist 4, who is Lydia. And this is an older lady, we can tell. And I love the fact that we actually had entries from other people outside Cape Town. It just shows you how technology has allowed us to showcase anywhere. Because initially we were thinking, no, let's keep it Cape Town people only. But we now had people interested from all the way in Gauteng. So, Judge Ian, do you want to say anything about this finalist?
I love the colors of the outfits. It's like, like really taken time to put it together, and I just love the color and the vibrancy there.
I love that as well, and it's different. Yeah, I love her sandals as well. The way she has that sash wrapped up, and she said, "How do you pronounce that?" Before I muttered the name Temba, the name of the outfit. How do you pronounce it? I never can pronounce the X names.
Xbelani.
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 It's Xbelani. Okay, does it mean anything?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. All right. No problem. Let's go on to finalist number 5, and that's Jeniffer. And she is wearing a saree, which I believe as well. I think I have about 7 sarees actually, and no more than that. And then I have the shalwa kameez, I dress up a lot. So Jeniffer is wearing a saree outfit which shows the Indian or Asian kind of influence, and she's from the Eastern Cape. So Judge Cindy, do you want to say anything?
I mean, look at that material. It is exquisite. The detail
I know,
on
right?
that dress. This is one of those things you throw on and automatically you just stand out. Gorgeous. And the pops of color is stunning. It just really brings out the skin, and you can see she's comfortable and confident. I love it.
Yeah, and the saree normally is like silk. It's like a piece of material. To wrap that thing around you. I can remember when my Indian friend helped me the first time to wrap it. And he was like, turn, we need to use a pin. It looks easy, but it's actually complicated. And I'm like, wow, can I do it a different way? She said, no, you need to wear it the right way.
And that's
so it's like
amazing.
6 meter. Yeah, it's like
and
a
Jeniffer
6
makes
meter
it look
piece.
effortless. She makes it look effortless.
And I like her crown as well that she's got on there, just to show us the queen that she is. So well done.
Every woman needs a crown.
Well done. Yeah. So now let's move on to contestant number 6. And wow. Is Ayandare Ajayi Bolaji. He is wearing, this is a Nigerian brother here, actually. He's wearing the Agbada outfit. And, I don't know, Claudine, Judge Claudine, you're married to a Nigerian. Come on, share some insight. Let's see, what do you think about our finalist 6?
It's very, I really like the way it matched the colors and the everything. It matched very well, and the heart. I really like the heart and the outfit. The first one, the brown one, is a little bit shorter, but it looks very beautiful. And the longer one is just perfect. And the match of color, and then it's so confident and happy to wear it. That is very nice. Yeah.
Awesome. And Judge Cindy said confidence and joy on his face. So yeah, please keep the comments coming. We'll be sharing your comments, there. And, I love what is carrying, by the way, is called a talking drum. He's a professional one of the best talking drummers in Cape Town. Yes.
Wow.
So, and his name, the name Anyo actually means, I'm talking to this because I know about it, means it comes from a family and lineage of drummers, you know, in his country, and he's from the Yoruba culture, which is my culture as well. So he's wearing an agbada outfit, which basically, you know, sometimes the three-piece, and what he's wearing on the left or right, I'm really terrible with my left or right, you know, which is what makes it more complicated now. You know, the left one is called Ashoki, and that is really, yes, it's a piece that is very, very traditional in Nigeria and for the Yoruba people, and a lot of other, you know, people from Nigeria, apart from the Yoruba, are wearing it. Even other people now in West Africa wear similar things now. Cultures are getting blended, you know, across nations. And the hat that he has as well has a lot of significance. But let me not spend too much time before I'm told I'm being biased because it's from Nigeria. But I'm proud of Nigeria. So yeah, more comments. We're getting Nigeria. They're amazing. Thank you. And I think finalist Bolaji is in the house, so we'll maybe get to speak to him later. Let's go on to finalist number 7, Pastor Inge, who is wearing an African dress outfit. So, Nontembiso, can you say anything to this one?
This was very creative. Also, like I love the colors on the skirt and the
print. Yes.
And the head wrap, and then the mask as well. It was really creative, and the confidence, I love it as well. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, I love the head wrap, and I think she actually has a face mask similar to what she's wearing on her neck. I think that's a face mask. I think. You know, so yes, Judge Kingsley, well done during all the traditional wear. Thank you for all that comment. Now, she's in the house as well. Hopefully, we'll get to speak to her as well. Let's move on now to finalist number 8, Nontozintle Susan, who is wearing. In fact, I think I need Nontembiso to talk to about this one. You know, I just love that bead, you know, the black and white one that she's wearing, just standing out. Yeah. And if any other judge wants to comment on it, but I just thought, because that's similar to your culture, is there anything you want to share with us, Nontembiso, about this one?
I think this is I'm not very familiar with the origins of the attire. But I love the beadwork. I think it's pronounced Umbhaco.
Umbhaco, yes.
So it showcases the different, because Xhosas have like different, like the outfits are very different. So the beaded work, and then there's the ones on my right, on the yellow one, which is like the lines. So it's really creative. So she's showcasing the different kind of attires that the Xhosa people actually wear. So it's actually. I
have 2 of the also what she's wearing on the right. Actually, I was going to wear that today, but I can't remember what then happened. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, I love that because it's like 5 or 6 pieces. The bag, the wrapper, the apron, you know, and everything else. It's so beautiful, and the head wrap, you know, as well. But Cindy, do you want to say anything about this one?
I was just thinking that I love, we had this conversation yesterday about Xhosa attire is the fit. You know, as a woman, it curves, and it curves where it must, it releases where it must, and you're able to walk confidently, and the fabric, even though there's so many layers, it's comfortable and it's breathable. You don't feel uncomfortable. And this beading is exquisite. It is stunning.
I know, I need to get one of those.
Yes.
That is just, whoa.
We need to go to Eastern Cape, Kimmy.
I know, right? No, that is awesome. So let's move on now to finalist number 9. Finalist number 9, Pam, and she's from Cuz River. And yeah, another, in fact, I like the way she's got 2 different kinds of outfits here. Judge Ian, anything you want to say about this one?
I just love her confidence. You know, and I think it's when you're wearing something that you're proud of, you can stand confidently, and it comes through in a pose. It's really, really awesome. I think it's,
and the bold colors as well, the yellow and the red and blue. I love that one. So you walk into a room and everybody sees you already.
You see her shoes and her hat on the right match. I mean, she's taken a lot of effort in this, so well done.
Yes, she did. She did. Okay. So our last but not the least, finalist 10, who is finalist Nontembiso, and she's from Bayview. And yep, more beads, more, you know, she just wanted to showcase a necklace, a beads, and, you know, we've spoken about the Xhosa, another Xhosa outfit. So, Judge Claudine, is there anything you want to say about this one?
Yes, for this one, I really like the way she put her makeup in the face. She just beading, that beading on the chest, on the neck, and then it's going nice with the one on the head. So it's very nice as well. Yeah, I really like the match. The way she matched the colors, the color blends together very well.
Yeah, she did pay attention to details. Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge Temba. Say womanla. Yes. Keep the comments coming, and there's some Facebook comment. Hopefully, we'll share that as well. We're taking pictures as well as we go. So yeah, those are finalists. So what I'm going to do now, well done. Kudos to you all for taking the time. You're all winners already. And what we're going to do is I'm now going to go on to where we will actually share the results and what they've won. And then we will then have a talk with any of them that might be in the house on, you know, what this means to them and so on. For me, it's about them taking part. I've seen that in all this competition we're doing. It's not about the winning. It's about them participating, coming out, showcasing, having that confidence to, you know, showcase themselves and build, you know, themselves, you know, as well. So it was a really, 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 really tough one. But I'll start first. We had a public choice competition, which is on Facebook, where we get people to like, share, and comment. And that one, we started it last year, and we just see how people just get, you know, they get their fans to like, to share, to comment, and then Facebook does the, you know, analysis of engage and what was the other one? Reach. So we have no control over engage or reach. It's Facebook that does that. So interestingly, we have the same person that won all the 5 categories. All the 5 categories was won by the same person. So I'll read out the numbers, and we will share the slide, I believe, so that you can see. I hope we have it ready. If not, I'll read out, you know, how and the numbers for it. So for the most like, we had 482 likes, and that was won by finalist number 1. Okay, that's it. So we've got it there to share. So our 5 public choice winner was the same person. Our finalist number 1, Zandile Zeke. Very well done. I couldn't believe it. 15,000 reach. What it meant is the Every Nation Baxter had 15,000 people, you know, compete or visit the page in the last, you know, 2 weeks that we've been doing this. So that's what that is meant. So it means, you know, 15,000 people came on. This is something we had no control over. Facebook gave us that figure. Then in terms of most engaged, we had 1,705. This is only for this person, by the way. For others, we had, you know, as well, you know, figures for them, but she had the highest. So most engaged, 1,705. Most comment, 217. Most share, 154. She is been easy, huh? Zandile, Well done and kudos to you. And she just looked beautiful, you know, in our outfit. I don't want to go through the next person who was on the most liked, just for you to know, was contestant number 8, and then the second was contestant number 6, which was Ajayi Bolaji with 65. We will share all the figures later on because we believe in transparency. Then the next person in terms of most reach was number 8 as well again, and then followed by Pastor Inge, so contestant number 7. Then most engaged, the second in line was number 8, and third was Pastor Inge, number 7. So yeah, so kudos to you, and we'll be sending what you want, which we will confirm. We have various prizes. We have from vouchers, cash, to pieces of material, to, I've got something here, t-shirts. So we will confirm what you've won and we'll send that to you. We've got like fabrics as well for, you know, so we will confirm what you've won. Congratulations to Zandile. So now we actually now had another fun competition, which was for the oldest and the youngest and the only male. We always try and do this to encourage our male, because most of the time it's the female only contestant in this. We need more males, then we'll stop doing only male. So the only male, we definitely had only one male, which was contestant number 6, finalist number 6, Ayandare Ajayi Bolaji. So you've won a prize for our only male. Congratulations to you. And for our oldest, we have, again, our oldest, we try to encourage older people and young people to come. So our oldest was our contestant number 6 again, Ayandare Ajayi Bolaji, 60. You don't look 60 at all, my brother. You don't look 60. Congratulations. And then our youngest was contestant number 2, Anastacia, who is 22 years old. Congratulations to you, Anastacia, for taking part. Now let's go to the main. Yeah, amazing. All well done to all our winners. We will let you know what you've won. And now, a drum roll for the winner. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still keeping my head still, so that's why I can't be too. I can't even nod my head. Oh my word! I don't know what today is about. No, the devil is a liar. I can't even nod my head to go like this. So yeah, we got in third place. It was a very close one, but thank God this year we had no tie or anything, and we will share that too, you know, at the end. Like I said, the judges don't even know. The way we worked it is the judges give us their scores based on creativity, the look, what they're exhibiting, how the person presented themselves, between 0 to 10, 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. So, and then we collated the 4 judges' marks, and the highest mark wins. That's how we did it. So they don't even know, and I'm sure they're curious to know who has won. So I'll go in third place. Who do you think won? Let me see. Who do you think came third? Let me see. Let me drag this a little bit. Who do you think came third? Let me ask Judge Cindy. Who do you think came third? Who do you think?
Putting me on the spot.
I know. Who do you think? Just a guess. 3. Just a guess.
I thought the gentleman was number 3. The gentleman.
The gentleman. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me not drag it. So it was a close one with 33 marks. Was in third place. Zandile, contestant number 1. Please, a round of applause for her. So Zandile came in 3rd with 33. And then in 2nd place, let's see if anybody knows. Temba, who do you think came 2nd? So who would you like to come 2nd?
2nd, I think was the last contestant.
Oh, you're psychic. Contestant number 10, yes. Nontembiso with point number 34. She had 34, just one. Just 1 point, difference. So yes, you're right. She came 2nd. Congratulations. And let's see, there we go. Contestant number 10. Congratulations to you. And then who do you think is our winner for this year's heritage cultural outfit 2021? Judge Ian, can you he's shaking his head already.
I have no clue.
No clue. But just guess.
I have no clue.
Who do you think could be the winner? Who would you like to be the winner? Well, you could look in your Mac and go, who did you give the highest?
I look at my marks and they're all wrong now, according to what you
Because you gave. I'm looking at your Mac.
Out of our misery.
Yeah, I do. You gave like 888. You were very generous actually with your max, and I think September 2 was one of the generous one. And yeah, okay. Let me put you out of your misery. In 1st place position with 35. One mark as well difference. Just one. Is I could see John Cena going like this. I wish I could see the finalists themselves. Okay, it is contestant number 6, the oldest, the only male, Ayandare Ajayi Bolaji. He won today. So we will confirm what cash prizes. We had 1,000 Rand donated from Every Nation Baxter, which we will split amongst the 3. We'll tell you what that split is. And we had beautiful fabrics donated by Bold Moves, all to the value of the roughly 450 Rand, each. So we've got 4 donated, but we will confirm exactly, I don't want to mix them up. I can't look down now. So we will confirm who and what has been won, so there will be cash prizes. We will let you know, and share that. And then we have a certificate of participation for everybody that's taken part today, because like I told you, you're all winners, and we will send that to you. Well done for taking part. I know we've got a few people in the house. Whether you've won or not, I want to have conversation, with you. And I want to say, I know finalist Bolaji and winner is in the house. Please, can you unmute yourself? And if you can show your video, fine. If you can't show your video, no problem. I just want to have a quick chat, with you. I know we've got Susan in the house. We've got, who else do we have? Inge in the house. We've got, who else in the house? So I want to just have a quick conversation with you guys, just to find out what your, heritage as well means for you. So Susan, let me start with you, because I can't find Mr. Bolaji. Miss Susan, I think that's our contestant number 8. Contestant number 8. Miss Susan, can you unmute yourself? Hello? No, maybe she does not want to talk. I know people are sometimes shy as well to talk. Okay. iPhone, I'm not too sure who that is. I did actually. Okay, Susan. Okay. You've unmuted yourself. We want to hear your voice. We want to see your face as well if we can, but if not, no problem. We understand. So tell us, what's your culture and what does culture mean to you, Susan?
Hello, my name is Susan. I'm new on Zoom, so I don't know how to show my face. I'm struggling. It's my first time to use Zoom today. So if you can maybe guide me on how to show you my face.
You will see. Are you using your phone or are you using your phone or laptop?
My phone.
Oh, I don't know how to use the phone. I hadn't used my phone for. Okay, Jotemba, you're young. You should be able to guide her on the phone. I don't know how to do video on the phone.
There should be a video icon thing that you can press on your phone as well. So
just that video.
Yes.
It shows like a camera. Yes.
Okay.
Start video. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's even dressed up. I'm glad we were able. This is all what this is about. Yeah. Okay, I love what you're wearing. So tell us, and you've got your baby there. Tell us what does culture mean to you? And I can see what you're wearing behind you there. So you are really prepared. So I'm glad we can see you. Come on, tell us about your culture and what this means to you for today.
Okay, for me, it's very emotional for me because of my background during bedtime till I'm here. It's a very long story which I can't tell now. So for me, culture is very emotional because I have mixed feelings about it through to being rejected by my own mother. So I feel like I don't know where I belong if my bad mother still doesn't want me even till now. And she is alive, but still rejecting me till now. So for me, when it comes to Mother's Day or Heritage Day, I feel very sad. It's like I don't know where I belong exactly. I'm Nontozintle Ndita by name, born in East London, but I don't even know where is East London because my mother dumped me and I found her, but we only met one day, 2014, still rejected me as well. So for me, really,
I think right. Let me say this, and I'll need any of our judges as well to please comment, on this, because this is what this is about for me. It beats all the competition and everything else. This is somebody sharing a story about how, she's been rejected and she doesn't know where she fits. And, her mother does not even still want to know her or accept her. So like you're saying, it's deep and it's emotional for you. What I will say to you is, and I can see you're carrying a baby. Is that a girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy. How old is he? How old is he?
8 months.
8 months.
He's
okay.
8 months.
So what I will say to you, Susan, is for now, focus on yourself as a mother in terms of what you want to give your child, in terms of the culture where, that heritage or whatever you want to share with your child, your son, as a mother, so that your child as well can know his worth, so that you don't have the same circle of where, because of your journey, this now affects you in terms of your mother, your son. So you need to start from where you are. Where are you now? What culture, what tradition, what do you want to embrace? Where do you want to, yes, you're already showing what you want to embrace, whether your mother accepts you or not. I would hope, maybe through programs like this, she can be encouraged, if you've already reached out to her, but it's a lot. She's missing out on your life. But now you don't want the same thing to happen to your son. So embrace the culture you want to embrace. You're already doing that by what you're doing now. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if there's any of our judge that wants to say anything, just to advise, I want to talk to you afterwards, at some point, but just, if anybody else wants to say anything, just to encourage Susan for today. based on what she has shared with us. Unmute yourself. I'm not going to call any one of the judges. Please, just unmute and talk.
I think the fact that you speak and you share your story so honestly is encouraging. Many people are very shy to share their stories. I want to commend you for sharing your truth and for still, even though the challenges you face, you are able to mother your own son, and that is amazing. And so I would encourage you that if there is still things that you sort of need to work through to seek support, whether it be in the church or through counseling, because traumas like what you've experienced do impact us, and so healing sometimes needs to come in. But thank you for sharing and entrusting your story with us, Susan.
Thank you, Judge Cindy. Judge Ian?
Yeah, and
Susan, Pastor in this case,
And Susan, you know, I really, I encourage you to keep going on your journey and to trust God to heal you of, you know, it's a journey you're on. It's not just going to be a sudden one day everything's suddenly right. It's a journey, but it starts with us actually, you know, acknowledging where we came from and the fact that we have got things that we can't change. They do influence who we are now, but we have to face up to them. But they're not who we are.
Exactly.
You know, but at the same time, God is able to do things. And while you were talking, I just feel, you know, the story's not over yet. There is still hope. God's still working. There's still time. We don't know your mom's circumstances. We don't know her full story. Maybe you do know more than you're able to share now, but irrespective of that, none of us were in her shoes at that time. And so don't give up hope yet. The story's not over yet, you know? And so I just want to encourage you, you know, I just time is amazing how things can change if we all just keep trusting and not give up. I know that might sound a bit vague in that, but yeah, anyway.
No, thank you. No, that's powerful words. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If anything else out of all today's program, for me, this is why, you know, some of this happened. And thank you for sharing your story. I will keep in touch. Thank you, Susan. You could mute yourself now, but well done. And thank you, you know, for being bold. But you can keep the video on, but just mute yourself so that we can hear others. Thank you. Okay, I know we've got one more. I know we're running out of time now because we needed to focus on, you know, that part of what that came up, which wasn't planned, and I didn't want to stop it. So I know we've got in the house, but we'll wrap up in the next 5 minutes. Finalist and winner. Let me see if you're still here. And if there's anybody else that wants to talk, let me see who else is in the house that might want to talk. Oh, it was in and is out again. That was the winner, but I think it's out again. iPhone, I don't know who that is. It's a pity people are not putting their names. Yeah, I'm not too sure who that is. And yeah, okay. We'll just wrap up now in 5 minutes then, and maybe, you know, later on speak to some of the people separately, and we'll share that with us. So I just want to, you know, say in terms of what next, and, you know, for the future, we're hoping we'll do this next year, and we're hoping as well to start, you know, like 3 months before. We will need judges this year if they can help, you know, to make it happen as well, so that we can reach in and promote this more, you know, for more people, you know, to contest. Not about more people, but in terms of what we're trying to do to reach out to more people and hear people's stories, you know, through things like this. So that is what is next in terms of for me, and I'm hoping, you know, we would edit this and share this as well at a later date. And I just want to hand over now to George Temba just to share with us a vote of thanks and anything else he might want to say.
Hi, everyone. So, yeah, firstly, I'd like to thank everyone who participated. I think it was really great to see or to hear from everyone kind of where they come from and what kind of makes up who they are. And I think it's a good space, and I think we need to have more of these things where we kind of share kind of where we come from and who we are. I mean, I really love Ian's background. I didn't even know about that. So that was really good. And I really would have loved to hear from the other contestants, but I think this is the beginning. I think I guess we can learn from this year's one for next year's one. So I think it would have been great also to have like performances. I know I commented earlier.
Yes.
Is to have our winner to actually perform with the drum. So I guess that's the one thing we can do maybe for next time, to have one or two performances. Yeah, but thank you guys. I think it's great to hear from everyone. Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Okay, thank you. I like that, and I like the feedback, because this is about it. We can only both continue to improve and grow more. Any final words from our other three judges and anybody else that might want to talk? Okay.
Kemi, just to say a big thank you for organizing this. Yeah, it takes a lot of work and there's been a lot of pressure, and you've had a lot of things on your plate, but thank you. It means a lot, way beyond just what's happening right here and right now. So thank you so much for initiating this and seeing it through and following through on it all. So we're most grateful for it. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure and an honor.
I think events like this just remind us how amazing our country is, and even our continent. We get to celebrate our diversity and learn from one another's cultures, so that we're able to show respect and honor to one another. And that's the one thing that I love about South Africa, is that we're so diverse, but we know how to stand together as one. And today was just as inspiring and a great reminder of our rich heritage that we have. So thank you so much, Kemi, for allowing us to be part of this event. It was so exciting, and for the amazing contestants for being willing to share your heritage with us and to participate. It was exciting. Thank you, Kemi.
Thank you, Judge Cindy, Judge Claudine.
Yes, I want to say thank you, Kemi, for this wonderful time. Thank you for your organization. Thank you for everything. It was very awesome, and thank you for trusting us to come and enjoy our day with you. Thank you very much. Everything went very well. I really enjoy, and then I'm so happy of this day. Thank you very much, and thank you everybody for participating. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Although I need to have warned you guys that please don't make it about Mama K or me. No, please. No, thank you. But thank you. Thank you for honoring us. Thank you for agreeing to help with judging. Yes, performance, more comments, more, interaction. I think last year we did 1.5 hours. So yes, maybe we need a little bit of more time, for this year. I thought let's restrict it to 1 hour. But yeah, we need more conversation, more platform like this, and hearing more stories, sharing the beautiful, stories of South Africa, because it's about, yes, the bond we have together, belonging as a community, sharing our history, our identity, our bond, to the past, to the future, and the present, and not with all what we've all been going through in the last time with COVID season. We need to unite more. We need to allow our diversity to be our strength, not our weakness. Not about, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm colored, or I'm this, I'm that. No, it should be about who we are. We're all children of God, at the end of the day. So let's embrace our diversity. Let's embrace what we stand for. Let's embrace, where our journey has been. Let's celebrate each other. That is important. And let's encourage our young ones, especially our youth, We don't want what is going on. We shouldn't be about, all the fight, all the riot, all those things happening now. Let's go back to the values, respect for elders, the tradition, loving each other, bringing each other up as a family, being there for each other. This is what it should be about. That is our heritage. Whether you have, generations coming from Scotland, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Nigeria, or wherever, this is our nation. I consider myself to be from South Africa. Whether anybody likes it or not, they're stuck with me. So I'm proudly South African, and I just want to say, merci beaucoup, bayadanke, nkosi, eshepuko. I could go on and on, Modibanje to all of you. I will go on all the languages I know, that makes what South Africa is. Thank you all. May God bless you. May God be with you. Till next time, have a good day, celebrating each other. Reach out to others. And till next time, this is Mama K of you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Everybody say bye-bye while we take pictures. Say bye-bye. And Susan, I'll be in touch. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
This is Masa speaking from Strand, a mother of 4, 3 girls and 1 boy and 1 granddaughter. I did enter the competition. The Gale took head rep challenge for 2021, and then I did one a certificate and 2 pens and 10 kg of speckle rice and 1 duke, which is the duke I wear now. I did wear. I want to say thank you very much to Bold Moves Africa. A special thanks to my friends, family who vote me. I'm over the moon. Thank you guys. Bye.
Hello, I am Zandile Zeke from Eastern Cape, Mthatha. I have participated in the competition of Galeduk Challenge 2021 and I have won as position number 1. Here are my prizes: 20 Indomie noodles, my certificates, and a gift bag, 5-meter Ankara, and the scarf on my head. The money, I received it all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it all. Bye. Thank you. Bye.